Ete Mhetep Seni Senet Ankwas Dejed Uncle Jaseneb Dua, and welcome to another episode of Praising the Divine. Don't forget, check our website, praisethedivine.org. That's praisethedivine.org. Praisethedivine.org for all your information. But this is just a quick impromptu. Forget all the commercials and all the extracurricular stuff. I was talking with a few brothers, Saber Patasik here, Sabar Reggie, and some others. And the question is rituals and methods, right? A short discussion and what your priest or what your Hem Netcher is doing, or your Hem Ka is doing, or your shrine or your temple or your Per Ankh or your Per Ah, what is it doing, right? And so I'm just listening to a few discussions here and there. And there's a lot to cover. This is going to be just a real quick, impromptu. So, first and foremost, there are certain things that we do, right? There's certain rituals that we perform. And Seba Reggie asks a very durable question, doesn't he? He says, what are you performing, brothers and sisters? What are you doing, right? You know how my brother Seba Reggie does it. He wants to know where you got the ritual from. Where did you get it from? What did the text say? Where'd you get that text from? Is it true, or are you making it up? You know how I am about people who make stuff up. We don't need to do that. The ancestors left us plenty. We need to get on what's there, right? So we come to some questions in the road, right? And he doesn't, he's not asking much, right? Saber Reggie is not asking much at all. He's asking for clairvoyance, clarity, and a map, as any believer would ask for, right? He's asking for a map as a spiritualist. Or even if you're not a spiritualist, which we know Saber Reggie is not a spiritualist, right? Reggie is more of a atheist who believes that the science in ancient Kemet is correct, which of course it is. Of course it is. So I start to ask, what is your priest doing, right? What does your priest do? What is your priest putting you through? What is he talking about? What are they claiming? What are they doing? Right? So he's not asking for much, right? If you go to a masjid right now, what you're going to do is you're going to come in and you're going to make a number of rakahs, prayers, standing, sitting, sajud, etc., the different positions in Arabic. You know what you're going to hear when you get in there from the imam. They call them the 7 repeated verses. I know I'm just off the head. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and alhamdulillah rabbil alameen ar-Rahmanir-Rahim Malik Yawmiddin Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in ihdinas siratal mustaqim siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghayril maghdubi 'alaihim waliddallin. And what did your ancestors put in everybody's spiritual system? Ameen. This is simple. Right? So Saber Reggie asked you a question. He said, what are you performing? Right? He wants to hear, pardon my metal nature. He wants to hear Ened he wants to hear Ened Heruka Ra Webinek Itumher Aketi Duai Tu Neferu Kim irti keper aku ek horsenebti wajak hetek mesket ibek au manjet nini kaheru hetep seker kefiyu kad nebu hinek iku wered dua tu ikemu sek hetepkek Im Aket Au, Neferti, Imra, Raneb, Ankti, Dejeti, Imnebi, Ramaku, right? Makeru, Rama Ma'akeru. He wants to hear that when he goes to a shrine, when he goes to one of your temples, right? Hell Ra in your rising, Atum Hor Aketi. I worship you, your beauty in my eyes, your light unfurling on my breast. Your heart is elated in the morning boat. You travel the sky in peace. All your enemies are failed. The uttering, just back up there, right? the 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 untiring stars rejoice for you. The undying stars worship for you. You rest in the horizon of the light mountain, beautiful as Ra every day, alive and stable as my Neb, my Lord, Ra, true of voice, Ma'akeru. He wants to hear that. Is he asking too much? I don't think so. I think we need to start putting things in perspective. I think we need to start questioning some of the things that some of these supposed nebs do, right? Right. We need to know, right? You know, are you approaching the sanctuary? Are you pure when you approach the sanctuary? Right? Do you prostrate when you see the nectar and say the hymns? You know? Did you see the nectar, prostrate, make purifications, make the hymns, handle the nectar's image, right? Did you do that? Did you put your hands upon the nectar? Did you clothe the nectar with the different cloths? The red one, the white one, I ain't gonna tell you the last one. Huh? Did you spread the natron, the incense, and the water, right? Did you pour from the Nimset vase? Did you pour from the Simon? Huh? Did you do that? Did you do that? Do you do that? I don't know. So because we don't know, Saber Reggie has these questions for you, doesn't he? Doesn't he? Some of y'all get nervous because you don't know where to find it at, right? Where's your tools at, priest? Where's this at? This is what he asked you about. He said, where's your feather of Ma'at, didn't he? Y'all went in uproar. Oh, do you hear what Reggie's saying? Do you hear what the Sabers can you believe this? Quit making stuff up then, right? Then your feelings won't be hurt. Then your feelings won't be hurt. You don't have one of these. It's an ostrich feather. It's not difficult to get. Everyone had an ostrich feather in Kemet because ostriches walked around. I see a lot of these. I see these, right? Everybody got their arm. Where's this? Where's this at? I didn't see this. Should have seen this. This is your tool right here, right? You priest, right? Where's your Deshret jar of water? Huh? Where's your Nemes jar of water? There's 4 jars. There's 4 jars. See, if one of your believers or knowers asks you a question, some of y'all might have to fall back. This ain't a knock on nobody. This ain't a knock on my brother Jabari. This ain't a knock on none of the people he named. Right? None of the people he's talked to. But I'm asking you, as a fellow priest, what's going on, brother? What's going on, sister? Because I done talked to some sisters. I done sat down with some brothers. What's going on? What are you practicing? You see this right here? This is a real one. That's still broken. This is the real one. This is best head. This is Ra's eye. I don't expect you to have a real one, but I expect you to keep up a little bit, huh? Now we got to have this real conversation. You know what this is? This is me. This is one of me. This is Illasar right here. Why I say Illasar? Because it's more than just MDC codes when we speak this. This is African language, right? Where's the Illasar clan found? With the Maasai clan, huh? Right? So it's time to step our ritual game up, huh? It's time to step up your spirituality. Be what you claim, right? Be what you claim. Stop fronting. Nobody want to front. But when it comes time to do what you're supposed to do you do it? Do the priests do it? Do the spiritualists who move with you do it? Can you show what you do in the text? Right? Don't let me start seeing no Aleister Crowley stuff. Right? That means you didn't read the text, because some of the stuff he does is incorrect. Now, if he does something that's correct, it's usable, because it's not his. It's the ancestors. It's the Aku who gave that to you. But if you just random chanting, I heard something crazy the other day from one of his books. I said, who was doing that? That don't even make sense. Ra Hair Ra, I think it was, or something like that. It didn't even make sense. Ra Horu M Aket or Hor Aketi, you could say that. Ra is in the horizon, right? That's one of your priests come through, or, the head, the Tipawi, the head priest comes in, then we talking about something. But if you're just doing stuff to make stuff up, please stop. Please stop. Go read the text. Go get acclimated. You see this ring? You see that right there? That's the Behedet on the ring, right? Protection, stay with me. Stay protected. The way you protect yourself, know the text, start to learn the text, start to get acclimated with the ritual system, start to put it forth. If an Illa Ife priest walked in here and he was talking about divination right now, divining, he gonna know his ritual and you're gonna be okay with it. When you're in the Muslim temple, Allah Akbar, for the other ox, right? Since you're holding the three places, you got an argument about it. That's neither here nor there. But here you go. Allah Akbar, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. You'll do them rituals, won't you? It has a tradition. It's a biting tradition that came from yours. Huh? Your Hebrews, you're over there lighting it, doing the same thing. It's rituals. Do you know your ritual game? Do you know your spiritual game? What are you doing? What are you doing? Ask yourself that question. I'm going to leave this right here so you can think about that. And make sure you get your game up to par, right? I'll point to the temple a ritual come from that I do. I'll show you. My ancestor did it right here, see? Right? We're not going to have every movement correct, but you should have most of them because they're there, right? And because you're a spiritual leader. If you're a spiritual leader, take the time out to handle business correctly before you take somebody's spirit on a journey and you don't really know what to do for it. Think about that. Think about that. This is a serious topic because some of you move in that direction. Some of you don't know what's going to happen to the energy once it travels again. Some of you just think you're going to fall flat. That's the end. You don't recognize that you were sperm in your mom or sperm in your daddy, egg in your mama, a different being in the stomach that come together from those two. Living now, energy can't die. It only transforms. You don't think about none of that. But that's the difference between us. That's the difference between me and you, right? What's the difference between me and you? You know the hip hop record. Get your ritual game up. I told you I was going to keep it short. But get your mind right. Quit playing games. The people deserve better. The people deserve more. Right? Remember who you are. And being a Saw, Uncle Jasaneb, Uncle Astijay, Imhotep.